Hey everyone, Coach Cruz feeling here. I'm going to try to do this a little different today so I can stretch my legs because I've been on a couple coaching sessions and I need to stretch my legs. Um, I'm up here at our family's home in Plymouth. I'm from Marshfield, Massachusetts, but hopefully you can see me while I walk and stretch my legs out here on the lawn. So today I want to talk to business coaches um, who are working incredibly hard and not seeing their income reflect that effort. This is a fixable problem, and the fix is simpler than you think, right? If working harder was the answer, you'd already be at 20K plus months, right? So if you're not, sorry, it's a little sunny here. If you're not behind because you lack effort, okay? So you're behind because effort without the right system, or systems, I should say, is like running fast, really fast, or running faster in the wrong direction. So let me show you what needs, or give me one second. Um, so, anyways, so let me show you what needs to change. Okay, so I started, over 26 years ago as one of the founding coaches for a gentleman named Tony Robbins. Most of you know him. He made coaching popular outside of sports. So I've been coaching business coaches ever since then as well, not just business owners. Um, and one of the most consistent and most painful patterns I see is this. And I hope my battery doesn't die. It's getting low here. The hardest working coaches in any room are often the are often not the highest earners. So let me say that again. The hardest working coaches in any room are often not the highest earners. And a lot of times, some of the best coaches are not the highest earners. Okay, they're putting in the hours, the work, the effort, the energy. They're showing up for their clients. They care deeply about the results that they produce for their clients. Okay, or with their clients, I should say. But caring deeply and working hard. I'm going to sit in a different chair. Sorry, guys. Like I said, I've been sitting. We've been doing a lot of family stuff. A lot of sitting, a lot of talking, a lot of eating, going to different family homes and stuff like that. So my legs and lower back need a little break. So hopefully you can see me okay. I'm just going to rest this here. And I have some pop-ups. So anyways, let me just check, make sure you guys can still see me. All good. All right, anyways. So let me describe the effort trap, or what the effort trap looks like from the inside looking out, okay? So maybe you wake up early, right? You're taught to create that morning routine, and so you start working. You spend your mornings on maybe client preparation, right? Um, you do your coaching sessions in the afternoon. You spend your evenings on maybe content, emails, follow up. You're busy, 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 right? Every single day. And at the end of the month, you add up your revenue, and it's somewhere between $3,000 and $8,000. You know you work as hard as coaches making 20,000 plus a month, okay? And you can't figure out what they're doing that you're not. You're like, what is it that they're doing that I'm not? I'm working like crazy. What are they doing? How come it's working for them and it's not working for me, right? So here's what they're doing differently. They're not working harder. Okay, a lot of times they're working less, they're working smarter, right? Smarter, not harder. But they've built 4 specific systems that do the work of generating clients and actually doing a majority of the coaching for their clients and training for their clients, so they can focus on coaching when they're coaching. So they're more present and they're more impactful because they're not doing all the little things that we end up doing all day. Okay, so system 1 is a clear positioning statement. It's a single sentence that tells their exact ideal perfect client exactly what they do and exactly what result they get. You know, when someone with this positioning creates content the right people immediately recognize themselves in it, okay, and they hire them or reach out to them. Okay, so system two is the content engine. Not random posts, whatever they feel like posting that day. When inspiration strikes, you're like, oh, that looks like a great idea. This looks like a great idea. It's like all this random content, right? It's a repeating, weekly, well thought out, structured, where every piece of content ends with a specific call to action that their team or VA can follow up with within an hour. And it is methodical and it's laid out. And it compounds, all right, the effects. When someone reads it, they learn it, and it goes to the next one and the next one and the next one. It's not random. System three is a structured discovery call. So it's not a casual conversation that goes wherever it goes, right? It's a specific four-part framework that helps the prospect feel understood and urgently motivated to start working together. Now, system four is a retention plan. And I think a lot of clients have their biggest problem is retention. There's a lot of things in the retention, but the things in the retention system are what create a lot of problems for the coaches, okay? Because you really can't handle a lot of one-on-one clients unless you scale and you have a coaching team taking on clients, right? 10, 20 clients maybe you can handle effectively at this level. So it's usually retention. I always ask coaches, why do you need more leads? Why do you need more clients? How many clients can you handle? Oh, I want 5. I want 10. Well, where's the last 5? Where's the last 10? Where'd they go, right? It's retention. You're not able to keep your clients for years, okay? If you don't have these things that you need to have, okay? I don't know where that bell's coming from. Oh, someone's walking down the road with a bell. Okay, that was interesting. I'm like, where's this bell coming from? Anyways, so it's a designed next step for every client who finishes the main program, so the relationship continues rather than ends. Okay, it's not a quick fix. So these 4 systems are what turn hard work into high income. Without them, you can work 12, 15, 18 hours a day and still plateau at the same revenue every month. Okay? Now, here's how to start building these systems in the right order. Start with your positioning. Okay? This is the foundation, right? Like this house. It's the foundation. The more solid it is, the longer this home will last. All right? This home here will last a very long time. I'm in Plymouth, Massachusetts. I didn't grow up here. I grew up just north in Marshfield. But we have a family home here, and we're right in front of the yacht club. I literally just found out today, walking, that the road I was going up and down this road on my morning walk, and I found out today, looking at a plaque, that is the first road ever built in America, right? Other than probably Indian trails, but the actual first street ever built in the United States. It was called First Street. It's actually where the first Pilgrim home was built, on that street. When the Pilgrims came here, the Mayflower's right over there. You can see it right through the trees there. And so I just learned that, and I grew up here, and I thought that was funny, but it's called Layden Street now. But anyways, where I'm getting with that is the foundation of America, the United States, was built right here on this block, in this block where I live. Like, it's literally right there. Okay, so start with your positioning. The foundation is everything that everything else sits on. Okay, before you post another piece of content, okay, or run another discovery call, get your positioning right. So many coaches still struggle with this. I just talked to a lady last week. I swear she told me 12 different things she helps people with. Not one thing. Okay? Now, your positioning needs to answer 3 questions very simply. All right? Who do you help? What specific problem do you solve for them? And what specific result do they get? What result do they get? Right? For example, I help business coaches who've been coaching for at least 2 years and still cannot get to consistent revenue um, of 10K plus a month within 90 days, something like that, right? Now, that sentence tells a specific type of coach exactly whether you're for them or not. It's very specific, right? Specific enough that the right person that reads it or hears it or watches it, right, knows it's either for them or it's not for them. That's exactly what good positioning does. It instantly catches the right people or it reflects the wrong people. You have to have that, okay? Now, once your positioning is clear, then all your content is built off of that, right? Your content becomes easier to rewrite because you know exactly who you're speaking to. Your discovery calls become easier, right? They become easier to run because your prospects already feel understood before the call even starts. They're like, they come to that call or that Zoom meeting, whatever, already feeling that you already understood them because you spoke to them, to their issue and to their specific thing on in your ad or your marketing. Okay, um, then your pricing becomes easier to justify because of the result that you're promising for their specific, um, that it's specific and it's valuable because it speaks directly and it's priced directly to solve that problem. Make sense? Am I making sense? Okay. So all four systems build on each other, but positioning is always the first step. Always, 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 always the first step. Everything else is built off of that. You can't create content unless you have your positioning down. You can, but you're just wasting your time, okay, and your money if you're advertising, okay. So I want to give you 3 ways to help you if you want help building these 3 systems right now. Like I said, I've been doing this for over 26 years. So I'm running a free workshop in a couple of weeks, how to build a 20K plus per month as a business coach. It's not for other coaches, it's specifically for business coaches. Again, I only work with business coaches. Everything I teach is specific to business coaching. It's different than health coaching, relationship coaching. Very different, okay? So in this workshop, I'm going to walk you through these systems. So comment or DM me workshop if you'd like the registration link, all right? Now, second, hopefully you guys can hear me. I didn't even think of that. The computer's away from me. Secondly, if you want to work with me one-on-one, I do have room for a couple clients, okay? Comment session, all right? And we'll have a conversation. If you want to hit 20K plus a month as a business coach, we'll look deeply into what's going on now, whether you're brand new or you're a couple years in or 5 years in or 10 years in. We'll figure out what's going on and we'll figure out what's the solution. And if you want my help, great. If you don't, that's okay too. At least you know exactly what you need to do. All right? So comment or DM me session if you want to schedule that. All right? And third, if you want the complete written system to work through at your own pace, comment book, and my team will send you information. Actually, I'll send you a link to get my book for free. Okay? Everything I just described laid out in detail inside that book. All right? So comment workshop, session, or book right now. You're not behind because you're lacking effort. You're behind because you're missing systems. Let us fix that. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I am about to go to West Bridgewater, so going to another family home, to see my other aunt and uncle on the other side of the family. So thanks for watching, guys. I'm going to sit here and enjoy the ocean a little bit and enjoy the rest of my day. And thanks for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow.